In a swirling sea of speculation, A.J. Brown remains a Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver, but the question on every fan's mind is, for how long? There are rumors heating up that could send the all-pro receiver packing, particularly with the New England Patriots emerging as the frontrunners. So, where are you watching from today? Let us know in the comments and share your thoughts on this potential shakeup. Despite reports indicating that Brown has been at the team's facility, he is notably absent from the off-season workouts. This situation is undeniably tense. While things are described as cordial, it's hard to shake the feeling that both sides are bracing for a significant change. As Jeremy Fowler pointed out, the Eagles could save a considerable amount of salary cap space if they move Brown before June, which certainly adds urgency to the situation. Cordial, maybe a little awkward, Fowler said, capturing the essence of the current dynamic. It's clear that the organization knows that a trade is not. With all this in mind, the Philadelphia Eagles find themselves at a crossroads. Do they hold on to a player who has shown flashes of brilliance, or do they cut ties and look ahead? The next few weeks will be critical in determining the future of A.J. Brown and the direction of the Eagles' offense moving forward. As this story continues to unfold, we will keep you updated on every twist and turn. Now, let's transition to the next topic on everyone's mind.
What a whirlwind it has been for the Philadelphia Eagles, especially in the wake of their Super Bowl 59 triumph. Just as the confetti started to settle, the organization faced a seismic shift with the departures of key front office figures. Alec Halaby, a brilliant analytical mind who played an instrumental role in crafting 2 championship rosters over 17 years, announced his exit on April 28, 2026. He described his tenure as a wonderful journey, closing with a heartfelt "Go Birds." But just a day prior, Senior Vice President Bryce Johnston had already stepped away, leaving fans to ponder the implications of these exits from a front office that had just celebrated a resounding victory over the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's take a closer look at Halaby's journey. He joined the Eagles as a fresh intern in 2009, armed with a Harvard education that combined English with an economics minor. His ascent through the ranks, from player personnel analyst to special assistant to vice president of football operations and strategy, culminating in his promotion to assistant general manager in 2022, has been nothing short of remarkable. During his tenure, he was part of 10 postseason appearances, 3 conference championships, and 2 coveted Lombardi trophies. By the age of 39, Halaby had established a reputation that made him a prime target for rival teams, and it was no surprise that the phone calls for interviews started coming in waves. Halaby's visibility at the MIT Sloan Sports Analytics Conference elevated his profile even further. He became a fixture at this prestigious event, where the best minds in football analytics converge, making him a known entity to general managers and team owners alike. His journey from being named to Forbes' 30 Under 30 list in sports to becoming a sought-after candidate for GM positions was a trajectory that hinted at his eventual departure. The reality is stark. The Eagles didn't lose Halaby despite their Super Bowl successes. They lost him because of those successes. Winning championships turned him from a loyal intern into a coveted asset, and every ring on his resume made him increasingly difficult to retain. The broader implications of these departures cannot be overlooked. Jeff Scott had already left for the Atlanta Falcons as an assistant general manager earlier in April, and Johnston followed suit, taking on the role of senior vice president of football administration with Atlanta. The rapid succession of these exits is concerning for Philadelphia fans. 3 critical architects of the Eagles' analytical framework have now departed in a matter of weeks, leading one analyst to describe their exits as Jenga pieces being pulled from the organization. But let's be clear, while the tower may still be standing, the question looms large. How many more pieces can it afford to lose before it topples? The connections between the Eagles and Falcons run deeper than mere coincidence. Atlanta's general manager, Ian Cunningham, is a former Eagles executive who spent significant time in Howie Roseman's front office. This relationship is pivotal and explains why Atlanta was able to attract 2 key Philadelphia hires within such a short time frame. Cunningham understood exactly which personnel held the institutional knowledge that would benefit his new team, and he had the credibility to recruit them. Now, let's be frank. These departures also highlight a troubling trend. The Eagles have built a reputation as a successful franchise, but that success has made them a target for other teams eager to replicate their winning formula. Halaby's exit underscores a larger issue within high-performing organizations. They can become talent export platforms. Winning breeds attention, and with that attention comes the inevitability of losing valued personnel. If the Eagles fail to replace these executives with equally talented individuals, they risk watching their competitive window close. The upcoming 2027 and 2028 seasons will be telling. They will test whether Philadelphia's championship framework can withstand the loss of those who designed it. Halaby's departure leaves John Ferrari as the lone remaining assistant general manager, a significant shift in the hierarchy of the Eagles front office. This change creates an opportunity for Ferrari, who could step into a more prominent role overseeing analytics, salary cap management, and personnel evaluation, the very areas that Halaby, Johnston, and Scott once mastered. The decisions that Howie Roseman makes in the coming months will be crucial. Will he choose to expand Ferrari's responsibilities or bring in new hires to fill these gaps? These choices will reveal how the Eagles plan to rebuild their front office and maintain their competitive edge. As it stands, the public-facing media directory still lists Halaby among the Eagles' football operations. This reflects a disconnect between the rapid pace of these departures and the team's internal updates. It serves as a reminder that the competitive landscape of the NFL is ever-evolving, and organizations must adapt quickly to maintain their status. Halaby's 17-year tenure is a testament to longevity in a league where turnover is the norm. His exit follows a pattern seen across the league. Build a championship team, prove your model works, and prepare for the inevitable poaching of your best minds. Eagles fans, this raises an important question. Is this the price of building a dynasty, or will Roseman show the resilience to rebuild the front office faster than the Falcons can poach talent? As we move forward, the spotlight will be on how the Eagles navigate this turbulent period and whether they can continue to cultivate a winning culture in the face of significant challenges. Let's keep the conversation going. Where are you watching from, and what do you think about the Eagles' recent changes? Share your thoughts in the comments. As we dive deeper into the latest developments at the Eagles training camp, we're faced with a critical moment for Philadelphia fans. The buzz surrounding new offensive coordinator Sean Mannion is palpable, but why the delay in his formal introduction? Fans, where are you watching from today? Leave your thoughts in the comments on what you think about Mannion's early days with the team. The practice fields at the Jefferson Health Training Complex opened up on Friday, and while the action was limited, the presence of rookie Cole Payton and Mannion offered a glimpse into the future of the Eagles offense. At 34, Mannion is stepping into a significant role, yet his introduction has been shrouded in mystery, a trend that seems to have become the norm for the Eagles. This secrecy raises eyebrows, especially as it follows the pattern of keeping other high-profile coaches like Vic Fangio and Kellen Moore under wraps until the offseason training activities get underway. The narrative that the Eagles might be protecting Mannion is worth dissecting. This is a young coordinator, a first-time play caller fresh off an 8-year backup quarterback career. There's a delicate balance here. The team could be prolonging his introduction to shield him from the inevitable media frenzy, particularly questions surrounding the potential A.J. Brown trade that looms large over the franchise. If the Eagles are indeed considering a quick move on that front after June 1st, Mannion's press conference could easily become a minefield of inquiries he's not prepared to navigate. The upcoming voluntary OTA sessions, with the first cluster set for May 26th to 27th and May 29th, will be crucial. If the team opts to introduce Mannion after Fangio, perhaps around June 1st or 2, it could allow for a more focused discussion on his plans for the offense without the distraction of trade talks. A mandatory minicamp on June 9th to 10th could serve as a fallback if needed. However, the delay doesn't seem to undermine the faith players have in Mannion. Head coach Nick Sirianni offered an encouraging perspective on Mannion's early impact, describing him as possessing a calm confidence and a detailed approach that has resonated well with the players. This is vital for a unit that has been searching for stability since Shane Steichen departed, and the early signs indicate that Mannion might just be the steady hand the Eagles need. The excitement is palpable among the new weapons Mannion has inherited, particularly rookie sensations Mekhi Lemon and Eli Stowers. Their positive remarks about Mannion's investment in their development further underscore the potential for success in the upcoming season. Lemon's excitement about learning from Mannion and Stowers' endorsement of his intellect and scheme paint a picture of a cohesive unit ready to take strides forward. As we look ahead to the 2026 season, it's clear that the Eagles are betting on Mannion's approach to reinvigorate their offense. This is a pivotal moment for the team, and the confidence radiating from early practices could be the catalyst for much-needed consistency. The Eagles fan base is eager for answers and results. And while we wait for Mannion's official introduction, the early feedback suggests that he could indeed be the right man for the job. As we close out this segment, the anticipation surrounding the Eagles' offensive evolution continues to build. What do you think about Sean Mannion and the direction of the offense? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you haven't already, subscribe for the latest updates and insights into everything Philadelphia Eagles. Together, let's navigate this exciting journey as we gear up for what promises to be a thrilling season ahead.